up to age 105. And before I begin any of my talks, before I start speaking, I'd just like to let everyone here know that every single breath that I take this morning is going to be worth your time. My energy's being threatened from the hatred that surrounds me, but I won't let it keep me down because I'm too full of tranquility and peace. That's the name, homie. That's why I bear this torch. The flame began at birth, born March 3rd, so I can march forth into the troubled souls of teens that feel they have no meaning, pumping their hearts chock full of vision till they start singing. That purpose-driven work gives rise to greater purpose, and what's underneath the skin is what counts, not on the surface. Now, despite what y'all might think, life's not all about the cheddar, Pop. I learned that firsthand that night me and my friends got robbed. 2 pistols cocked, and yeah, your whole life flashed before your eyes. Then you have 2 choices: you forgive, or you remain full of despise. But I forgave them and I prayed for them because they knew not what they do, and because hate in your heart will consume you too. Peace doesn't mean that you won't find violence, trouble, or noise. It means in the midst of all that stuff, all that chaos, you still find calm, that inner joy. 2010 was one of my hardest years on this planet. I was back to back pallbearer for 4 funerals in my family. A grandfather, a grandmother, 2 uncles. I lost 2 other friends, one to a drunk driving accident, and one to an overdose, and my heart was getting really full of pain that year. And then I got diagnosed with hepatitis C, which is an inflammation of your liver, and you need your liver to live. And so I started on a treatment that was liquid chemotherapy, shots, self-injections once a week, and 6 pills a day that make you want to throw up, and I lost 45 pounds the first month. And so I was hurting because of that. And then to cap it all off, I was standing outside my apartment with my cousin who was pregnant at the time, and we were held up at gunpoint. 2 pistols. And the reason I'm sharing this story is because it was a moment in my life where it kind of flashed before my eyes, but up until that moment, I remember just hating people around me. That all this pain that was going on inside here, I didn't care how I treated other people. I didn't care what I said, I didn't care what I did. I knew in my heart that I just wanted to keep feeling that. But then I realized something. I said to myself one day that the best way I can honor these people's legacy that have gone before me is by how I choose to treat people today, by how I choose to live today, right? Whether I choose to honor diversity or not. And you see, I have a friend of mine who was in Harlem, New York. And this is back in 2003, 2004, before even some of you were born probably. But across the whole eastern U.S., there was a big power outage. And nothing was open, right? Except like one Wendy's by me. I went there for a junior bacon cheeseburger. But anyways, the thing was, it was only that open. And everything else, the power was out. At your homes, at businesses, your phones didn't work, right? It was crazy. We had never seen anything like it. So my friend saw in Harlem, New York, where there was all this racial tension and people that were at each other's throats and a lot of crime going on and a lot of hate and violence. He saw that no matter people's skin color, no matter their gender, boy or girl, right? No matter their faith background, their religion, no matter their race, their ethnicity, their culture, where they were born, how they looked, no matter how different they might have been, everybody came together in this time of crisis, in this time of need, right? And we see this with Hurricane Katrina. We saw it with tornadoes that just happened recently here in the U.S., throughout the Midwest. People coming together, no matter what their background was, and seeing people as human beings first, right? But what my friend noticed is that as soon as the lights went off, all the prejudice went away, all the hate, all the racism, all the stereotypes. But as soon as the lights came back on, so did all the hate, so did all the racism, so did all the prejudice. But that's a choice. And you see, when we're thinking about this too, right? Why does it have to take a crisis? Why does it have to take some big tragedy or something that really shakes us, our whole community, for us to finally start treating people the way we're supposed to treat them, right? To finally start respecting diversity on the outside and on the inside.